Happy Tuesday! Can you believe it? It's Transformational Tuesday again. Oh, wow. I have been experiencing, when I say I mean we, over in Happy Empowered Empaths have been experiencing such an incredible journey and transformation with Make Mo Money March. I have been absolutely blown away by everyone's participation, by everyone's breakthroughs. I have just been, oh my gosh, in such awe and so impressed. I wanted to actually read one of the comments for you guys here. I have a few, but this one, Samantha Fe, the universe literally keeps delivering. I found out my severance is 4 times what I thought it was going to be. I don't know how working on your kind makes money flow to you, but it really does. Like, really, 4 times severance pay. I have another one here too that is, the check is in the mail, bringing money. Like, people are having financial breakthroughs. They're having breakthroughs with family. So if you aren't in Make Mo Money March or Happy Empowered Empaths, you just search it into your thing. You can catch up. You can go through and you can check out other people's comments. I mean, wow. And we're only a week into it. We have 2 more weeks left. So if you're over in Make More Money March, let me know. Type in the comments. Say hi. Say what's up, because I know you're feeling it. I know you're feeling the breakthroughs. The other thing that came up, it's been a theme in Make More Money March, is resistance and blocks. I really wanted to just say hello to that, because for me, on my journey, on my path, I've always chosen the path of most resistance. Hi Zoe, hi Christy, I see you guys there. The path of most resistance. And this path is what I have continually chosen at every single, I guess, choice point, decision point that I've had in my life. And the reason for that is that the path of most resistance always offers the greatest reward. So the path of most resistance offers the greatest reward. And this isn't, I'm not saying like this is block where something gets blocked or something keeps happening and keeps telling you no. If something keeps happening where you're not quite meeting up, let it go. Just simply let it go. But this is the path of most resistance. This is a path of knowing that there's an option in front of you and feeling the I don't want to. That for me is a huge indicator. If you hear the I don't want to, then you know that it's resistance and it's not a block. Resistance is an internal feeling. A block is something that is happening externally. So a block can be something that is quite literally telling you to go the other direction. But the internal blocks that we talk about, energy blocks, these are different. I know it's getting kind of confusing, but it's that resistance is internal. You may call resistance an energetic block. You may call it an internal block, that you have a block around doing something. I've heard people use that language. But the internal resistance is what I am encouraging you to explore. Because one, what you resist persists. It's one of my least favorite sayings of all times. What you resist persists. I don't like that saying at all, but it is, and probably because it is true. And so when you are finding what you resist and you actually go for it and you go through it and you hear that I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to go in that direction. I don't want to do that. Then that is where your reward is. Your reward is on the other side of your resistance. So it felt important for me to bring that up because I did see a couple people post, I'm choosing the path of least resistance from now on. And that's great, but you're not going to grow that much. You will grow, you will have breakthroughs, you will have ease, and that's beautiful. So it just depends on what it is that you are working towards. It just depends on what you're working towards to get out of life, really. I just realized I don't have this switched around. Boom. Okay. That way you guys can read the cards just perfectly fine. Okay, so we're using the Earth Magic cards again. They were calling today, bringing it in. I don't know if you guys are feeling this like funky planetary shift energy also, Like for me, breakthroughs and challenges have gotten just a little bit more exciting lately, what I'll call them. And I've been getting calls from other friends and family being like, what is going on? So let's just really connect in. Let's connect in and talk about that so that you can find ease in getting through these next few weeks. Because I know I haven't been tuning into it as much as I usually do, but I know that we've got a Mercury retrograde coming up here pretty soon. I know we're in the pre-shadow phase now, which means we're less than 2 weeks in. Boom. There we go. I'm going to start with the last card drawn. How about that? This is the same one as last time. You guys remember that? This was the same first card as last time. So the ceremony, the invocation. The beautiful thing about ceremony and ritual, what this does is it is bringing a physical aspect to what it is that you are feeling, the physical aspect to what it is that you're experiencing or feeling. When you do a ritual around this or a physical ceremony around any sort of circumstance, it brings that fifth dimensional thought process, whether it be anxiety, whether it be your dreaming, your visioning, stress, fear, whatever it is. When you do a ceremony and you do an invocation around that, it brings it into something that is tangible, right? We can touch it with our hands. You're doing the ceremony. So when you make it physical and you make it tangible, it is actually much easier to work with in some cases because it gives you the ability. It's like knowing that there's dust bunnies under the rug and not doing anything about it. But when you finally make it a ritual, you get the broom, you sweep them out, they're gone. So it's that sort of thing. It's getting the dusty corners clear in our mind. And when you get those dusty corners clear in your mind, you actually have more ability to release all sorts of energy, and you have all sort of abilities to even see what it is that you're creating. The best part about this is that you're making room for what you're creating. So when you're doing a ceremony, especially a letting go ceremony, it really helps to make that room. It makes room for what you're bringing in. So you let go, you bring in. You let go, you bring in. You let go, you bring in. That really is the process of life, right? All right, so our middle card here, beautiful stillness. So with so much energy moving around us, and please tell me if you're relating to this, because I've been feeling not so much chaos, but I've been feeling so much just intense energy moving all around, all over the place, all over, like all the time. It's just moving constantly. And so the best thing that you can do while you're feeling that is to actually find time and space for stillness, to find time and space for your meditation, to find time and space where you get out of the frantic energy. Patty, I see you saying, yes, you're feeling it. But it's this time for you to get out of that. It's find your stillness, find your calm, find the eye of the storm, let yourself sit, let yourself relax, let yourself be in it. And when you're in it, you'll actually find that you can receive answers. When you're working, and you're spinning your wheels and it's getting crazy and you don't know how to answer things and things are like, you feel like you're going to break down. Yes. Find your stillness. Just stop. Really, just stop. Give yourself, half an hour to an hour, whatever it is that you need. I know that you think, well, I have to be doing this. I'm busy. I have to get things done. That's what's causing the problem. That is what is causing the problems. So that when you find your stillness, you let yourself release all of these other things, and what you're calling in can actually be drawn to you. It really, really is. Like, you have to find that stillness. Stay in one place and let what is meant for you come to you. That's what the message is here today. This isn't always, right? But this is the energy that we're working with today. If you're watching this, then you're meant to receive this message. It's meant for you to just calm. Maybe have a ceremony in your stillness. And a ceremony can be as simple as, writing things down in your journal, even just getting your emotions out of your body and onto a piece of paper, and then you can burn that. You can go through these ceremonies. You can go through the ritual of even just bringing things out of your physical body, writing it down, having even, trinkets or something that means something. I've even done ceremony where you pick up a rock and you just have the rock and you set your intention, your prayer, even the energy that you're releasing, and then you just throw the rock as hard and fast as you can. Let it go. It is the ritual of setting the intention of release, throwing it, and letting it go, and letting it be that. Ooh, beautiful. Love this. DNA, karma. Let's all just take a second to hypothetically say that we can jump off the karma wheel. That we are not here in this world, in these bodies, to play out this really complicated, complex dynamic of karma that we're easing through with everybody else. When you pay attention to your DNA, right? Your DNA is holding thoughts, it's holding feelings, it's holding distress from your ancestral lineage. We actually carry our parents' experiences in our DNA. That's part of what makes us who we be and who we are. Our DNA also carries the descriptions, the energy of our spirit body, our soul that comes into this physical form. It is my belief that we can heal our DNA, that we can heal the energy of our DNA, that when we work by healing our past life experiences, or when we work on healing our ancestral lineage, that we then do not pass it on to our children. So not only are your children coming into this world at the perfect time for their own, astrological roadmap, but that they're also coming in on time to take the experiences of your thoughts, your frequencies, your understanding, your bloodline with them. So you are doing that as well. This gives you the power to break these cycles. When I was getting my degree in psychology, one of my teachers said it takes 5 generations to break a cycle of abuse. 5 generations to break a cycle of abuse. It takes 5 generations to break a cycle of abuse or alcoholism or whatever it be. Yes, to a certain degree, on a slow linear scale, I do believe that that can be possible. Now, if we look at what is possible for us as time is speeding up, as the vibrational frequency of the earth is speeding up, the Schumann frequency, there literally is a tool that measures the vibrational frequency of the planet, and we are vibrating at a higher rate than we have been before. I believe that these higher rates of vibrational frequency actually is what helps you slough and get rid of lower frequencies, which is why you see chaos exploding in so many places right now. And it's not that that hasn't ever been true on the planet before, right? We just have news and we have global media being able to cover it, so we know more of what is happening. But really being able to look at how is it possible for you to heal your karma, how is it possible for you to heal your DNA? This is another thing that I believe, is that I believe that we don't have to go through every single interaction of karma that is going on in our own, soul spirit. That yes, there are people that we are meant to see. There are people that we're meant to find. There are people whose lives we're meant to influence, impact, and people whose lives is meant to impact us. Now, through that, through the karma, through the dynamics of this, we can really start to see a different sort of shift when we sit in our stillness, right? When we find our stillness and we find that we actually can release ourselves from these karmic ties without ever having to meet these people. We really can. And when you do that, it speeds up the potential and the process of what it is that you are capable of doing. It speeds up what you are, the kind of impact that you're able to make. It speeds all of these things up because you don't have to go through the to-do list that you signed off on when you came into this body. So when you find that stillness and you start doing your work and you start learning your lessons without having to learn them through karmic interactions, you can speed up the process of what you're capable of reaching. I have actually seen and done readings with people, heads of major corporations, that I saw and witnessed that they had already fulfilled their destiny point. They had already fulfilled their greatest potential. So then what happens? What happens beyond that? Like, okay, so a person comes, they fulfill their potential, they fulfill what they came here to do, then what? And what I was seeing was that his body, his energy body, his spirit body was actually in this place of being able to choose what he then could do. So basically, you're synchronizing lifetimes. That you can go from one lifetime, end it, maybe not even finish what you came here to do. So then you come back into this world, you go through another lifetime. This person, what I was seeing is that he'd fulfilled one lifetime already, and he was not anywhere close to, as I call it, your graduation day when you die. So he had this opportunity to choose what else is he going to accomplish in this world. What else is he going to accomplish? And granted, he could choose whatever he wants. He could sit there and, just hang out. And this was not this kind of guy. Obviously, he was a major go-getter. But he had this opportunity to be able to create an entirely new destiny by synchronizing lifetimes and fulfilling multiple lifetimes in one body. So if you really think about that, again, it's that time and space don't exist only in this linear form. It's not that time doesn't exist in this linear form because we experience it in our reality. But when you get into these processes of healing the DNA, looking at ceremony and your stillness and how you can do this, it really life becomes so exhilarating and so thrilling that the experience of the chaos and the lessons that we're talking about when it gets really intense and the stress and the emotions and the he said, she said drama, all of that, none of it matters. You start to elevate yourself above being able to see what it is that's going on. And so that, my friends, on a simple level, I think I just kind of over-explained it, but on a simple level, that's what we're doing in Make Mo Money March. So for those of you that have been participating, and we're doing it through affirmations and very simple lessons, it does not have to be complicated by any means. But when you're working affirmations, especially of forgiveness, you're letting things go, you are speeding this process up of what it is that you're capable of doing and creating in this world. So with that, I highly encourage all of you to join us over in Happy Empowered Empaths. I'm telling you, you're going to get way more out of it than you could even think, even just by it's very simple. You just do the affirmations. You do the affirmations, you tune in, check in around noon, and then you go ahead and share what you've experienced during the day and the lessons. You guys, if you go in there and look at what people are posting and what they're sharing, it has been so incredible. I mean, I'm going on the journey myself with everyone in there. And it's just so inspiring to see the dedication. And I think if you're stuck in a rut or you're looking for more, you're feeling like there's got to be another little aspect of life. That's really what got me on this path. I was like, this can't be it. School, dating, grades, job. I was like, this cannot be it. And so if you're inspired and you're ready to start journeying on that path, or you already are and you're looking for community, join us in Happy Empowered Empaths, because like I said, you're going to get so much out of it. So much out of it. So with that, if you're just tuning on, go ahead and watch from the beginning. I definitely went a little bit deeper than I usually do in these Transformational Tuesdays, but it felt right and appropriate. So thank you all so much once again for joining me. And if you're tuning in, I'll see you really soon in Happy Empowered Empaths, and we'll be tuning in with all of you. So with that, I love you, and I will see you oh so soon. All right, my friends. Mwah! Ciao.